All right, let's get right into it. We are going to tackle one of the biggest, most confusing mysteries in the dating world. And I'm telling you, the answer is probably not what you think. You've seen this happen, right? It's so frustrating. A guy will be with one woman for years, and it just never goes anywhere. Then he meets someone new, and bam, a few months later, he's all in, he's ready to commit, he is totally and completely hooked. You're left thinking, what just happened? It feels so random and unfair, but I promise you it's not random at all.
So you know the common advice we've all heard. You gotta be prettier, more exciting, play hard to get. And yeah, sure, that stuff might get his attention for a little while. But we're not talking about his attention. We're talking about his heart. The real secret, the thing that actually makes a man want to commit for life, is all about flipping a very specific emotional switch deep inside his brain.
And that switch, the secret key to this whole thing, is something called emotional safety. It's the one thing that most men are absolutely starving for, even if they have no idea how to ask for it.
This right here, this flips the entire script. It's not about being the perfect partner who does everything for him. It's about how he feels about himself when he's in your presence. He's not just falling for you. He's falling for the feeling of peace and acceptance that you create inside his own body. So what is emotional safety, really? Well, think about it like this. Most men walk through their lives wearing a kind of emotional armor, right? They're taught from a young age to be strong, to provide, to perform, to protect. Emotional safety is that feeling that he's finally in a space where he can take all that heavy armor off, be vulnerable, and know, truly know, that he won't be judged or criticized for it. Okay, so how do you actually create this incredibly rare and magnetic environment? Well, it's not about some grand, complicated gesture. It really comes down to 3 small but incredibly powerful shifts in how you just show up. Let's break them down. These 3 things, calm energy, warm eye contact, and comfortable silence, when you put them together, they create an impact that is just, it's almost magnetic. They all work together to send a signal deep into his subconscious that you are a safe place. First up, calm energy. Now look, this doesn't mean you have to move in slow motion or talk like a robot. It's just about being grounded. It means you aren't rushing your words or nervously trying to fill every single second with noise. To a man who spends all day out in the world competing and feeling stressed, your calm presence is like a breath of fresh air. It literally gives his nervous system permission to finally relax. Next, we've got warm, needy-free eye contact. And the intention here is everything. You know that feeling when someone's looking at you, but you can feel they're looking for something, like approval? He feels that pressure, and he'll pull away. But when your eyes just say, hey, I'm here with you, and I'm okay just being here, it makes him feel truly seen. It's a look that goes right past his job title or his accomplishments and connects with the actual man underneath it all. And that leads us to our third gesture. And honestly, this might be the most challenging one for a lot of us. So many people panic in those quiet moments and just rush to fill the empty space with chatter. But learning to handle silence with confidence, that is profoundly attractive. When you can just sit with him in a peaceful quiet, you're giving him something incredibly rare. You're giving him room for his own mind to breathe and to process his feelings for you. He doesn't have to perform, he doesn't have to entertain, and in that shared stillness, a connection can form that is so much deeper and more powerful than any forced conversation.
Now, I want you to know, this isn't just a collection of nice feel-good ideas. There is real, hard science that explains exactly why these gestures are so powerful when it comes to forging a deep bond.
Creating this feeling of safety isn't just a nice thought. It actually triggers a real physical reaction inside his brain. Seriously, this isn't magic, it's biology. So here's exactly what happens inside his body. First, his levels of cortisol, that's the stress hormone that floods our systems, they start to drop. His shoulders literally relax, his guard comes down. And at the exact same time, his brain starts releasing oxytocin, which you've probably heard of as the bonding hormone or the cuddle hormone. That powerful combination of less stress and more bonding chemicals creates a potent foundation for deep, lasting trust. And here's the crucial shift. You stop being just another person he's dating, and you become his emotional refuge. In a chaotic world where he feels like he's constantly on, constantly performing, your presence becomes the one place where he can finally drop the act, take off the armor, and just breathe. That feeling is priceless, and honestly, it's highly addictive.
Okay, but we have to talk about the most important part of this entire explainer. This is the one non-negotiable rule that makes all of this work. It has to be genuine.
The absolute second you start thinking, okay, time to deploy my confident silence to make him fall for me, it all falls apart. People have a finely tuned radar for manipulation. He might not be able to name exactly what you're doing, but he'll feel that something is just off, and he'll quietly pull back. This cannot be an act.
And that right there is the fundamental difference. When these gestures are just a tactic, they feel like a game he never agreed to play. But when they are a natural, authentic part of your identity, of who you truly are, they feel real. And in a world filled with filters and performances and games, that raw authenticity is seen as incredibly rare and incredibly valuable.
So how do you make this your identity? Well, you have to practice it for yourself first. Start small. When you're having coffee with a friend, be fully present with them instead of already thinking about what you're going to say next. Find just 5 minutes in your day to sit in silence. No phone, no TV. The goal is to become a woman who is so comfortable in her own skin that her calm is just a natural part of who she is, not some tool she's using on a date.
At the end of the day, this isn't about winning some guy. It's about becoming the kind of person who can offer a true sanctuary for connection. Because when you embody this calm, present, and authentic energy, you become rare. And that rarity is what makes a man feel like he has found someone he simply cannot afford to lose.
So, I'll leave you with this one question to think about. In your interactions with people, is your energy creating more pressure and anxiety? Or are you creating a safe place where a real connection actually has a chance to grow? The answer to that question might just change everything for you.